Good morning. It is 5:55 and I am coated in bug juice. And probably need more bug juice. Bugs are not very nice this morning. So the plan for now is a mad dash to town. We have 15.8, I think, to get to the trailhead. We think it's about a 1.5 mile like blue blaze or walk into town. Post office closes at like 2 or 2:30. Hollywood's got his new 2-person tent there, which I guess is needed because his zipper is broke. He's been duct taping himself in or Lil'Chap taping himself in his tent the last couple nights. So I don't know how much videoing I'll do. Probably just gonna trail run the whole way because, you know, that's what we do. We're just a bunch of trail runners. All right, let's get going. We got a short road walk here. Hollywood and I just stopped just behind me. There was a cooler and a tote that said like PCT hikers, but it was mostly just trash. There was nothing in it. There were a couple like fireball shooters and some cookies, but the cookies couldn't really tell how old they were, and it was mostly just trash. But we got excited for a minute and then unexcited real quick. I've done very little videoing this morning because we've just been cruising. It's a little bit before 9 a.m. and we've already done 8.5 miles. So that's pretty good. We've been averaging almost 3 miles an hour for 3 hours. So that puts us on pace. Means we're about a little over halfway to town. So if we can get there another 3, so we should be there around noon, which would be perfect. I'm assuming we'll stop for a break at some point, like a short break. I have an everything bagel with some meat and cheese and a mayonnaise packet that was supposed to be lunch today. And I intend to stop and make it and eat it at some point, even if it's a quick 10-minute break or less than that, and just walk and eat it. But I'm not going into town and wasting that food because it's good stuff. It is 10:25. I think we're about 12 miles in. Maybe more, maybe less, I think a little more. We had a break about a mile ago. We were all ready for an early lunch. Since we're going to town, we had some fresh food. So I had an everything bagel, some like salami, and some Tillamook Colby Jack cheese and a packet of mayonnaise. I had extra, so I gave Hollywood one too. And we are walking now. We got about 4 miles to go. We're not really sure where we're staying yet. We've not been able to get cell service to make a reservation. We think there were 5 rooms left at this small motel as of last night, but we've not been able to get hold of them. So we'll have to see what happens there. If not, apparently we can camp behind the general store for free. So hoping for a room, but we will see. This bridge is closed for structural damage, and there's a reroute option. Oh, I see where the damage is, right here in the middle. Check that out. Wonder how that happened, like a giant boulder or something right hit it. Oh well, we can probably make it. We are almost to the road. I can see the cars up there. And it's just a couple minutes before noon. It means we've done 15.8 by noon. That's pretty good, especially with a brief break or a sandwich break. So now we got to figure out if we're gonna hitch or walk into town or what that situation is. And we should have no problem getting Hollywood's new tent before the post office closes. So the blue line into town is apparently not a trail. It's what CC Grace calls a ROAD walk. So right now we are doing a ROAD walk. We think we have like 1.5 miles on the ROAD to town. But it's all slightly downhill, which means tomorrow coming back up, hopefully we don't have to do a ROAD walk. It's 1 o'clock, made it to town. Hammer got to the post office. Went to the general store, got a milkshake, scoped out the resupply. There's a cafe in town, but it closes at 3. So we gotta go eat now. And then luckily, then the motel we can't check into until 3, so we'll have to do the laundry later. All right, so just a little bit of an update on our life. We had some lunch, and that place closed while we were there at 2 p.m. We went ahead and resupplied at the store. This like hotel that's not really a hotel, looks like a boarding home or something. We paid $100, paid $200 for 3 of us to stay there. The check-in's supposed to be 3, but the guy said 3 ain't happening. He's doing the best he can, it'll be a while. They have bucket laundry, which is another $5. Other hikers have told us it is quite the setup with lots of rules on exactly how to do it. Everybody just keeps saying that this is very interesting. The river's got to be this way.
I know, but I'm looking for
to be continued. All right. Anyway, so the problem is we need to do the bucket laundry so we can let our clothes dry. Can't do that until we check in. So who knows? Right now we're just gonna go to the river and go for a swim. So this is the place we're staying at. It's certainly not a hotel. So we tried to go to the river. That didn't last very long. The neighborhood Karen down there chased us and was screaming at us. Apparently where the trailers were parked is all private property, and hiker trash are not allowed. So we are walking down the road. It's 98 degrees, trying to find where hikers are allowed to swim. After walking for a couple hundred yards in the 98 degree heat and the beating sun, we've realized this place that Karen told us to go is 2 miles away. That means 2 miles there, 2 miles back, so that's not happening. I guess we're just going back to wait on the porch at the hotel. Actually, we're not allowed to be on the porch of the hotel either. This town hates hikers. Okay, go.
Sierra City.
That's the truth. The truth. This is like the extent of the town right here. Just the red building up on the right is the general store. The motel's across the street from that. The cafe we ate at was here. Sierra City is for sure not a hiker-friendly town. All right, we're in the motel. It's actually pretty nice, and I kind of like the setup. There are only 5 of us here. There's a bunch of extra rooms. I'm not sure why they told Autumn that there was not other rooms for CAX. So anyway, that's besides the point. We get in here, there's like a bar that's not open. It's just like an old bar with a bunch of antiques. The guy explains to us that it's a private club. The door stays locked because he's in a war with the county. It's a whole thing. Quite an interesting place. But, I mean, for 75 bucks, I got this nice room and got my own bathroom, my own shower. So I'm gonna get my stuff. He said we can do bucket laundry in like 40 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my stuff charging, get all my devices plugged in and all that. And I'll show you around this place later. But I'm just glad we're in here. There's no air conditioning, but I got a fan going over here, so it'll be fine. One more thing. I'm gonna show you what my feet look like. This is what my feet look like. And this, when I take my shoes off, this is only after a 16-mile day. Look at that. Here's where we did our bucket laundry. Got my stuff hanging up here to dry. Everybody's got stuff hanging out to dry here. this looks like the last clip, but I've showered twice since then. So here's what happened. We did the bucket laundry. First I showered, which I really needed. And then I went across the street before they closed and got a deli sandwich. Then we all did bucket laundry, which was quite an experience here. It's different than like what normal bucket laundry is at most places. So I don't know, this place is definitely not a regular motel. It's not really a hostel because you have like a private room, your own bathroom and all that. Several more people have shown up. Some are non-hikers. It's more like a B&B, like a bed and breakfast or something. Yeah, it's a really cool place actually. So I've taken a second shower. The second time I shaved my head. Since there's no air conditioning, get this fan going, get a window open. It's not that hot, but it's a heat wave. Earlier when we were inside the restaurant, there was a thermometer showing outside was 98, inside was 85. It's probably 80 in here, so it's a little warm, but it's fine. I've been hydrating, drinking a lot of water. We're in town and we have had no beer or anything. I had tons of drinks, like I had a milkshake, I had I think 2 Gatorades. I had a lot of soda. I had a can of Squirt right when we got here. I should quit. I'm gonna quit counting soda after this rundown. Then I had a bottle of Squirt later this evening, and then I had Fountain Coke. That was the first fountain soda I've had in years with lunch, and it was amazing. So yeah, I've gotten one video uploaded, another one's uploading. The Wi-Fi is kind of slow, but it's working. I'm gonna go ahead. It's 8 o'clock already. I was really hoping to just lay here for a while. I guess I'm probably still gonna be up for a while. I'm gonna try to get caught up on the YouTube stuff, and I have some different this stuff I wanted to catch up on, like watching some things. One thing I wanted to say, I don't really ever cover this kind of stuff, or I don't really talk about gear that much. I'm a storyteller. I don't like talking about gear. I love gear, but I don't want to do videos about gear. My shoes are not good. So I got went back to the Hoka Challengers, which I hiked the whole AT with, the earlier version. I started this trail with them. After 2 pair of topos, I went back to them because I had a pair at home. And they're hurting my feet. Like, we all have had a lot of foot pain this week, but I'm getting like nerve pain in my feet. So that's not good, but it's just not realistic to get new ones yet. So I'm gonna keep trying to grind it out with the ones I have. Other than that, I feel very strong. All the mountains, hills, like I'm fine. So everything's good as far as like physically and all that. All my gears hold up pretty good. I need a new tent, but I'm gonna milk this one for all it's got left. Other than that, I think everything's pretty good. One thing I do want to shout out to somebody, Christian Morgan or Captain Morgan. He was attempting the fastest known time, an overall attempt on the Appalachian Trail. He was ahead of the record, and I think it was like with 3 days left or something, he ended up getting injured to the point where he could not go on. I have been keeping up with Christian. I don't really watch any other YouTube or anything on trail, but I keep up with him, and I just watched a little bit ago his final, like, the attempt is over, I got hurt. So if you're interested in that, the guy's incredible. He has done several attempts at the AT. I think he holds the fastest southbound, and he did that I think last year or the year before, maybe 22, maybe the same year that I had that I hiked. Anyway, I want to also watch Tara Dower. See if, I think she's got a new video out because she is about to start an overall FKT attempt on the Appalachian Trail, and I really like watching Tara because I like ultra running. I don't do it yet, but I do watch a lot of. I follow some ultra runners. It's very similar to hiking, just different. It just takes so much grit and determination, same as a through hike, and it's different. What they're doing is a different level. But anyway, check out Tara if you're interested. I know she's supposed to start her attempt sometime in July. I don't know the exact date. So with all that, I've rambled enough. So have a good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow back on trail. I'm adding this picture in about a week late. I met Sam and Lillian at Carson Gap the day we went into Lake Tahoe, but I didn't have the picture until today. So again, Sam and Lillian, thanks for sharing the pic, and it was great to meet you.